Coming up on UFC Ultimate Insider, it's the best of fight school. UFC fighters teach MMA techniques, and you get to learn their favorite moves.
Jab, single leg.
All ahead on this week's edition of UFC Ultimate Insider.
Hey everybody, welcome to UFC Ultimate Insider. I'm Ariane Celeste. The UFC is home to the world's greatest mixed martial artists. And as the sport continues to evolve, the fighters must constantly learn new skills and techniques. And they're happy to share that knowledge with you. This is the best of fight school.
Ryan Darth Bader!
Hey everybody, I'm Ryan Bader, UFC light heavyweight.
Just like that.
And I'm gonna show you my double leg. You can set it up however you want. You can jab. I like the hook personally. You can even throw a right hand. So I come in here and I shoot the hook out to get his hands up, hook, blasting him right here in the gut and taking his knees out. You don't want to take it away up here. He's strong right here. Take it at his weak point, which is behind his knees. From there, it's more like a tackle. I'm just boom. I love this takedown because you really can't get in trouble. There's no time. I'm not here on my knees waiting for, he has a guillotine or anything like that. I'm in, I get it, or I don't, and I'm in the clinch here. And usually if I don't get it, I run right to the cage. That's it.
Hi, I'm Greg Jackson. Helping me today is the man himself, Mr. Brendan. Today we're going to be doing a move that helps you in the space in between wrestling and jiu-jitsu. So you're going to start out today kickboxing, and your opponent's going to shoot underneath your kickboxing, and you're going to completely miss it. When he shoots in on your hips, you don't even see it coming. He's beat your sprawl. In other words, I can't get my legs back, I can't get my weight on him, I'm going to go down. We're going to have one movement that's going to reverse the entire momentum and get you into the mount. This move's called the last resort hip bump because of just that reason. It's the last resort. As I'm kickboxing and moving forward, he's going to come underneath and hit a double leg on me. Now he's got real good penetration here. I am no longer able to really sprawl. I can't reach back. It's hard for me to reach over. So I need to do something to reverse this position. Now because he's holding on to this leg and he's got this knee on the ground, there's not a lot of base on this side. When he's going to look to make a corner on me, he's going to corner this way. So I'm going to take the hand, the same hand that's on this side of the head, and I'm going to grab onto his lat. As I do that, I'm going to try to hip bump him to just buy me a half a second, just a little bit. And a hip bump is where I move my hips forward. So I'm grabbing onto this lat, and I'm moving my hips forward. Then I'm going to spin as hard as I can to roll him over this shoulder. So my upper body's going to turn. I bump with this hip. So as he falls over, this knee sliding right across the chest is very important so you can step right into the mount as you get here. Then make sure you secure your mount by getting behind his legs and make sure you have a good posture. So I went from potentially getting taken down with a quick flick of my hips into the mounted position. Turning something around at the last minute, that's the last resort kick bump.
Ray, the Bully Maynard!
Hey everybody, I'm Gray Maynard, UFC lightweight. I'm taking you through the jab, single leg. I like to use the jab to check where he goes. So as I jab once, he'll bring his hands up. The key is to have his hands come up. So I throw that jab, he does it. Act like I'm gonna throw that jab, and all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop my levels, aim for the back of his leg, head goes into his chest, driving in, driving his leg up. Then from here I can either dump or use that to drive across.
You go, get it, kid!
Jab, single leg.
I'm UFC welterweight John Fitch, and I'm going to show you a transition off of a triangle if I can't finish my triangle. If I get into my triangle position here, and this guy's smart and has a solid defense, his head's up, his elbow's in, I can't get to the other leg to finish. He's He's got blood going to his brain on this side of his body, so he's gonna be able to wait me out here. If I hold this too long, my legs will gas, get tired, and then he'll be able to ground and pound me out. So from here, I want wrist control, and then I want to come and attack under his leg here, around the calf or towards the foot. Once I get to here, I'm gonna kick and extend my left leg to create distance and isolate the right side of his body. He's got no post on the right side of his body now. From here, I continue to kick and take the leg over my head, keeping wrist control, sitting up. From this position, I want to sit back towards the legs and take side control. Doing damage on both. If you're training for a fight, try that. If you're not, don't try that at home.
Cross. One jab. In my gym bag, I got a few things. I've got Thai pads, I've got your basic boxing mitts, and you know, I like these the most just because it keeps my hands light, and I like to box with the guys.
I primarily use my Muay Thai pad simply because he's got 70 pounds on me. Using small little focus mitts really takes a lot out of my joints because I'm a lot smaller than he is.
My toolbox is other bodies. You know, when it comes to jiu-jitsu, when it comes to pure submissions, nothing can even come close to a human that's, you know, has some resistance.
Secret weapon, helmet with a cage. We can actually get in there. I put on the cage, he puts on a helmet with the cage. We can go full speed, full power, so the eyes can see those punches coming in. And when he goes in the ring, it's not foreign.
You know, it's taken a lot of years to come up with just different stuff, and also learning your fighter. You got to know your fighter.
When UFC heavyweight Cain Velasquez, I'm gonna show you how to slip a right hand, go right into a body shot. My opponent throws a right hand, I slip it, I have a lot of weight on my left foot. What I'm gonna do is really torque and throw all my weight hitting his side. When I do that, a lot of the weight goes to my right foot. All my weight goes right into his liver, making him drop. Let's say you slip a right hand and go right into a body shot.
We'd love to hear any ideas and comments you have on the show. Email us at UFCUltimateInsider@UFC.com. Here's a look at what's coming up next time.
Next week on UFC Ultimate Insider, the best of Joe Rogan one-on-one with legendary boxing trainer Freddie Roach.
If I can make someone a better fighter, I don't care what sport you call it.
UFC superstar George St. Pierre.
The reason why I'm champion is my mind.
And the always outspoken Rampage Jackson.
You beat the out of a motherfucker, and the referee pulls you up off him, he can't say shit.
Look for next week's episode on UFC.com beginning April 14.
For our entire team at UFC Ultimate Insider, I'm Ariane Celeste, and we'll see you next time.